Hello, stream. Welcome to more Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, I'm just, yeah, I don't know. I started this game, so I might as well finish it. This is like a day or two after, so hopefully my voice can handle it. Well, let's just jump right back into it.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Oh, God. She picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading that much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
Huh?
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second.
Dot dot dot.
But it only makes her hide her face a little deeper into the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them.
I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well, dot.
Yuri closed the book and scans her eyes over the back. This book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. Dot. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Ah ha ha ha.
Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
And you're not a big fan of that sort of thing, Jason.
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so. ...
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a straight new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they are made out to be the naive one for letting their own one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. ... I'm sorry. ...
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well. ...
I guess it's alright then. Oh my god, this voice is so hard.
But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thought, ... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, ... So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange! ... And please stop me if I start talking too much! ...
That's, I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
Ah! That's... ... Well, that's true. ...
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You do not have to! ...
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. ... Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book, and I had to put it into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into a seat next to Yuri's.
Ah! ...
You sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
That's... I'm sorry, ... It's not like I don't want you to! ... It's just something I'm not very used to! ... That is, reading in company with someone... ...
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright, ...
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry! ... I was just... ...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? ... I really... I don't really mean to...
Sorry.
I mean... ...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and I hold my book more between the two of them.
Ah! ... I suppose so...
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here...
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book, between her thumb and her forefinger. Ah! I do the same with my right arm and hold the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips over to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Dot. Are you ready? Question mark.
Uh...
To turn the page. Dot.
Oh my... Oh. Sorry. I think I get a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
Dot. That's okay. Dot. You're not as used to reading, comma, right? Question mark. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little longer. Dot. It's probably the least I can do. Dot. Since you've been so patient with me. Dot.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to the side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You... Oh.
You? Dot. Think so? Question mark. How does she? Question mark.
I was dying a little bit. Okay. Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things that she does and says. She's afraid that she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see. Dot.
Yuri remained silent for a moment.
But, Jason, dot. That's probably dot.
A terrible thing.
A terrible thing to have in common with her. Exclamation point. Oh, come on. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Dot.
Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I just really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing.
Dot.
I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. God.
What are you saying all of a sudden? Dot. Question mark. Dot. Exclamation point.
Okay, everyone.
Dot. Exclamation point.
I think that's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Dot.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
Come on. It's not. Dot. It's fine. Dot.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
Dot. Exclamation point.
I...
Dot. Guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Dot.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. Dot. In that case, come on. Feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Dot.
Alright. I stand up. Oh, Nate just got on. See if we can add Nate here. I'll message him on Snapchat. On Snapchat. Oh, Nate, what's up, brother? Nate, you there? Nate, you mind including your audio, brother? Actually, wait, leave and rejoin because you're connecting. Oh, nothing much. You included it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing this game Dylan recommended to me. It's called Doki Doki something.
Doki Doki. Oh man, I never heard of something like that.
Yeah, but I played a little bit the other night, and I just did a session with Yuri,
And I made Yuri's voice sound like this.
so I've been coughing a lot. So basically, Sayori sounds like this. Natasuke sounds like a this,
That's
sounds
so
like
that's so
this.
real.
and Monica sounds
So
like
real.
this. So how accurate
so
are these
real.
are the voices? Because I know you know more than
That's so real, dude. So real.
me. Okay, so I'm gonna be reading everything, so you can just listen to the match from what's going on. Make sure
Dude,
your audio's included though, because I want the chat to hear your funny reactions.
I have. You know, it's like I don't get on a lot, and I'm not complaining about what I'm on right now.
Oh yeah, no, this is a good bonding experience. You listening
Oh, yeah.
to me reading a, what kind of game is this? I don't really understand it.
I don't know. I don't either.
Anyway,
The only thing that make it better if Dylan was online. That'd make it better.
I know he's in a movie though. He might join later.
That'd be pretty cool.
Okay. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Nate, stop echoing. Oh wait, I think you fixed it.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf papers torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natasuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh. Who do you think I should show it to first, Nate? Nathan.
What? I'm sorry. What?
Who should I show my poem to first?
Monica.
I was gonna do that anyway, but thank you for confirming. Okay. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, so I want her to know I'm putting in my effort.
What the hell is that?
Hi, Jason. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or even things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, alright? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I mean, I guess I have to. Don't worry, Jason. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of behavior that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Jason. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
Oh my gosh, bro. I want to kiss your mouth so bad.
Bro, what are you watching?
I love jumping.
Nate, what are you watching?
Something Carson sent to the chat. It's kind of dumb.
Or is it his homecoming tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw him and a few other fellas.
Mine's next week.
Yes,
Literally a week from today. I'm not going.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I mean, I had fun at mine, but it's only fun when you have a lot of friends to go with. Okay, anyway. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's why it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what Yuri likes? You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness.
Fucking
Yuri
Sayori.
likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. Yeah, I don't like Sayori. She's too annoying and her voice is like so monotone. It's very challenging to write that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere at her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find the style that suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see! I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas are already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if I guess that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Was that the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. An epiphany? Yeah, Something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So, just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? I guess Yuri. Even though the voice is gonna kill me. Oh my god. Nate.
What?
My Uncle Mike just sent me a message, what are you playing? And I said, don't worry about it.
You gotta tell him.
Okay. Nate, you want to hear the Yuri conversation? You ready for this?
Let's hear it.
Dot, dot, dot.
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Dot, dot, dot. Exceptional. Dot.
What was that?
Dot, dot, dot. Question mark. Did I say that out loud? Dot, dot, dot. Question mark.
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh, he messaged me again. Guess Nate, Mike just messaged me, Monica, best girl.
She's a fan favorite. Apparently.
Who's your favorite, Nate? You didn't say Yuri?
Tom. It's cool.
Who's Tom?
I don't know. He's my homie.
I dot, dot, dot. Exclamation point. Ooh, dot, dot, dot. Parentheses. He's going to hate me. Dot, dot, dot. Parentheses.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
Dot, dot, dot. Question mark. That's dot, dot, dot. I guess you're right. Dot, dot, dot. What am I getting so nervous for? Question mark. Ha, 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 ha. Dot, dot, dot.
Yuri takes a breath.
So, dot, dot, dot. What kind of writing experience do you have? Question mark. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before that.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh? Dot, dot, dot. Question mark.
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot.
Well,
comma. I know that. Exclamation point. I just meant that dot, 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 dot.
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Dot, dot, dot. Yeah, dot. Okay, dot. This is the reason I was able to tell dot. It's just that there are more specific writing habits that are typically of new writers dot. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them dot. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they usually try to make their style very deliberate dot. In other words, comma, they tend to pick a writing style to separate them from the topic matter, comma, and they forfeit the two together dot. The end result is that the style and expressiveness are weakened. Dot.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, comma. That's not something you can be blamed for. Dot. There are so many different skills and techniques that go on into writing even a simple poem. Not just refining them and building on them, comma, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Dot. It might take you some time, comma, but it all comes with a practice, comma, and learning it by example and trying new things. Dot. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Dot. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though, comma, dot dot dot.
Biased? How?
Dot dot dot. Well, dot dot dot. Never mind, dot dot dot. I shouldn't be talking about people like that, dot dot dot. Sorry, dot dot dot.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do! Exclamation point. I'd love to share my thought process behind it, dot dot dot.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if this is a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight you have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. I'm sorry if I have such terrible handwriting! Exclamation point!
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read, dot dot dot.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Question mark. That's dot dot dot. A relief, dot dot dot.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short, question mark. I usually write longer poems, dot dot dot.
Not at all.
I'm dot dot dot. Really glad you liked it, dot. I'll be honest, dot dot dot. Since it's our first time sharing, comma, I wanted to write something a little more mild, dot. Something easy to digest, comma, I suppose, dot.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Hoo, dot. Actually, comma, the story isn't about a ghost at all, comma, Jason, dot.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, comma, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, dot dot dot, comma. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, comma, feelings, comma, and experiences into the word dot. They usually do more than tell a simple story, comma, or paint a picture, dot. In this case, comma, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbiotically compared to a ghost, dot. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, comma, unable to let go of the past, dot. And soon to be left with nothing, dot dot dot. Dot dot dot.
Oh, wait. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Question mark. It's just It's nothing, comma, really, exclamation point. Yours was impressive too, comma, so dot dot dot.
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
Dot dot dot, you think so? Question mark.
Yeah, of course.
Ah, dot dot dot. You know, dot dot dot. I was really nervous about doing all this, dot. But in the end, comma, I enjoyed it, dot. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, comma, Jason, dot.
Me too. Nathan,
Yeah,
how you doing, Thug?
doing not bad.
What'd you think of my reading?
No, I kind of tuned it out.
Why didn't you want to listen to Yuri? I thought Yuri's your favorite.
No, I just hanging out, you know?
Thugging it.
Been a long day.
I'll do Natsuki next. Oh, Nate, you love my Natsuki voice.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. If you are not going to take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh.
What? You expected me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm a stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it.
Oh, no!
Painful to think about.
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get even better anyway. I did tell you I wanted to improve, but you're just better off trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I get to share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can reap, horses can race, owls can seeker, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that is about it. That. Yeah? I told you that you weren't going to like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make you sound any. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do the great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it too.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about the simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but I made it fat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's really what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that to come from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show? Nish, I show to Sayori as the only option.
Oh yeah.
Let's see this. This is a good poem, Jason. Are you sure this is your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in the spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Jason. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture in my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this meant to her, after all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica is the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forgore. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. They read in tandem. I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with the language?
Question mark. Did you say something? Question mark.
It's nothing, nada.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's a fantasy.
Ah, thanks. Dot dot dot. Yours is dot dot dot. Cute dot dot dot.
Kuai Tatsuchana. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be crude?
I know that! Exclamation point. I just meant dot dot dot. The language, comma, I guess dot dot dot. I was trying to say something nice, dot dot dot.
Eh?
Jason.
Yes.
Quick question. Why do you say dot dot dot?
That's for Yuri.
Why do you say dot dot dot?
I feel like that's how Yuri would talk.
Why would you say dot dot dot?
Well, because there's a lot of ellipses. No, like, if there's an ellipses...
Well, don't you pause on those?
I think Yuri is the kind of person that would say it out loud.
If she was actually the person that would say dot dot dot, I think we could, like, honestly legally shoot her. In my opinion.
Well, yeah. I don't really like Yuri, but I like her more than the other two. Because Sayori's annoying and
Listen,
Natsuki's
my
not
favorite
nice.
out the four, my favorite's
is Monica.
Elmo.
My favorite's
Elmo.
Monica.
Best.
Whose voice do you think is the best that I do?
Sam Elliott.
Alright, fellas. Let's go scalp us some...
No, come on, it has to be deeper. It has to be deeper. Come on.
Alright, fellas. Let's go scalp us some engines.
Deeper. Come on.
Alright, fellas. Let's scalp us some engines.
You gotta get the word, man.
This is the deepest my voice can go, and
That's it, Jason. That's it right there. Right there.
there we go,
Right there, Sam
brother.
Elliott.
There we go, brother. Okay, brother, I'm gonna get back into this game.
You mean that you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thank you, but I didn't really come up with something nice at all.
Dot dot dot. Well, comma, I do have a couple suggestions, dot dot dot.
If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who I actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sorry, liked it. And Jason did it too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me, dot dot dot. I appreciate the offer, comma, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style, dot. I don't expect it to change soon, comma, unless of course I came across something particularly inspiring, dot. Which I haven't yet, dot.
nah.
And Jason liked my poem too, comma, you know, dot. He even told me he was impressed by it, dot.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Question mark, exclamation point. That's not what I, dot dot dot.
No, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. Come on.
How? What am I doing wrong?
Listen, what you're doing is you're going like this. You gotta go like this.
I'm not Sam Elliott. I'm Yuri.
You gotta do Sam Elliott.
Okay, I'll turn Yuri into the Sam Elliott voice. Ooh.
Do it.
Dot dot dot. You dot dot dot. You're just dot dot dot. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Jason appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours! Exclamation point.
And how do you know Ray didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
Exclamation point. No.
Why am I here?
You're here to listen to me play Doki Doki Literature
No, I'm
Club,
not.
man.
I'm talking in the game. I'm talking in the game. Jason, if you honestly do Sam Elliott for all the characters, I could listen to you all night.
I'll do it for Yuri, but not for anybody else, because it doesn't make
Do
sense.
it. Okay. Here's what you gotta do. I got some new voices for you to do. You gotta do Sam Elliott for Yuri. Monica, you gotta do a '90s black dude. All right. For Sayori, you know Mo from The Simpsons.
No, actually. Can you give me an example?
You don't know Mo from The Simpsons.
No, I don't watch The Simpsons.
Oh my god. It's another one. You ever watch Family Guy?
No, I hate Family Guy.
You gotta do Peter Griffin's voice.
Peter!
That's Lois.
Peter!
Okay, Peter for Sayori, and then for Natsuki, dude. It'd be funny if you just do your regular voice. All right, you got it.
Okay, let's try Nate's strategy.
Yeah.
I was full of myself. I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Exclamation point.
Ooh. Is everything okay? Is that a Peter Griffin voice?
You know what? It's close enough.
Is everything okay? Well, do you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jason started showing up.
Natsuki.
Exclamation point. Exclamation point.
Natsuki, that's a little.
Dude, that's perfect for the
This
black
doesn't
voice.
involve you.
This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Jason. Exclamation point. She's just trying to make me look bad. Exclamation point.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over it herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain it to her, Jason.
What? Wait. Exclamation point. There is a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. Exclamation point. That's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning to the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only necessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. Exclamation point. You understand that, right, Jason? Comma. Question mark. Well. Question mark.
Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course that's going to be... Okay, do I do Natsuki, Yuri, or Help Me Sayori? Nathan,
What?
do I agree with Natsuki, Yuri, or Help Me Sayori?
Yuri.
Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem.
That's not what I said. That's
See?
not what I said.
Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri?
Question mark.
You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, comma. That's ...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it. And it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
C ... I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. ...
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Hey, Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should
Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defined only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'll spare you for having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki!
She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair.
Sigh. ...
Everything alright?
Right? I am so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. ...
No, Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handle it as well as anyone could have. I don't think any less of you.
Well, ... Alright. I believe you. ... Thanks, comma, Jason. ... You're too kind. ... I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now. ...
It's nothing.
One more thing. ... Comma. That one thing that Natsuki said. ... About ... You know. ... I would never.
Enough of the
do it.
dots, Jason.
That's how Natsuki would
More
talk. Or
dots.
that's how Yuri
No more
would talk.
dots. No more dots.
Why don't you want to hear the dots?
No more dots. I don't want to. I don't want to hear nerd dot. No.
I would never do anything so shameful. So,
What thing did Natsuki say?
well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea.
Huh, Good idea.
Dude, tea is ass. I'm not even joking. Like, dude,
I
that
know.
crap
If you're not
sucks.
drinking like liquid death,
Dude,
hot
I tell you
sauce,
what, man. I'm gonna do the Boston Tea Party just because I hate tea again.
That actually, I'm gonna be going up to Boston for that because the 250th anniversary is this December.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I might swing by.
1773. You didn't know that? No, you're all American history. You didn't even know it was the 250th.
No, I know. I just like I forgot. I've been
You
like
just
so
forgot.
wrapped
You
up.
forgot.
My
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I've been wrapped up in my truck.
No, you
know,
didn't.
like,
No,
I-
you didn't.
Don't
You didn't forget.
Jason. I've
You
been
didn't
wrapped.
know.
Jason, come on.
Okay, tell me you remembered right now.
I remember.
Okay, I believe you.
Thank you, Jason.
No problem. Make enough for more than one person, okay? No way. This game is not real. It says I like anime and tea. I put my name on this character.
Do you like anime
No. And I don't like tea
and titties?
either.
Oh. What do you like?
I like liquid death hot sauce.
If you say anything about America, I'm gonna block you.
I like America.
Oh man.
My man, my brother. Yeah.
Okay, who would win, an 80s black guy or a 90s black guy if they fight? If they
The
like
90s
fly?
black guy would just shoot him. Speaking of 90s black guy. Okay, everybody. It's just about time for us to get out of here. How did y'all feel about sharing the poems? It was a lot of fun.
Well, I did say I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly. Jason, how about you, brother? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Yo, my brother, that's the crate in the kissy house. Yeah, awesome, man, bruh. In that case, we do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something for your friends, too. See, your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, this means I can at least do a better job at impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Jason! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go.
Who the hell is that? Oh, it's Peter. No, you gotta do the Peter Griffin laugh.
What is his laugh?
Oh my god, that was actually really good.
I'm from Rhode Island, of course it's good. Well, I'm from Connecticut, but...
Of course.
I live in Rhode Island. That's the same thing, right?
Jason, as a Rhode Islander, do you think Family Guy is accurate?
Well, I hate the show and I never watch it, so I don't know.
It is not a good show.
So yeah, it is accurate because Rhode Island's a horrible state. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together.
Jason, what's the worst state in the U.S. right now?
New Jersey.
New Jersey?
I don't need to explain why, and if you need me to explain why, you can just leave.
You really think New Jersey is worse than California?
I'd rather live in Death Valley, 120 degrees every single day with no water, than look at New Jersey.
And look at New Jersey.
When we had to turn onto the New Jersey Turnpike going to DC, I almost threw up.
Do you actually?
Yes.
Okay, this sucks.
Anyway, I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either.
Enjoying what?
I'm talking about...
Oh, wait, you're reading? I forgot you're reading.
Sayori. How about what happened earlier?
How am I sneaking?
What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. This is really the first time it's been like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't.
Oh crap.
I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew! You know what, Jason? It's nice that I get to spend more time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun.
Except Monday.
And Fortnite Day. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... Does it really need to stop there? Oh no. Well, I'll just have to see what that future holds then, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's
Oh
do this.
shoot, this ain't good.
Okay, well, chat, at that point, I think I'm gonna log off this game because my voice is really hurting.
Real.
I'm just gonna talk with my brother, Nathan. My brother.
Brother
Okay,
from
see you
another
later,
mother.
chat. He is my brother from another mother and another father.
Another father.
Okay, see y'all later.